Welcome in everybody to TB Sports 27, and we are here. The road to Armageddon, which may be very well one of the biggest pay-per-views in WWE history. December, Monday, week number 4, and the big battle, Stadium Stampede, Judgment Day versus Retribution, 8-on-8. 16-person war. We're going to go over all the exciting matchups on a huge week of WWE Universe Mode. Monday Night Raw is officially live when that pyro hits. Coming to you on YouTube and Twitch from Rosemont, Illinois, Stone Cold Steve Austin's favorite arena. What a matchup we have to kick off this final Monday Night Raw of either the Retribution era or the Judgment Day era. And we're going to have members of this quote-unquote Bullet Club reunion, which necessarily hasn't become quite official yet, but we're going to see yet another team up here of Finn Balor and the phenomenal AJ Styles. And well, we got an interesting pairing. If you guys are members of our Patreon page, you guys get an episode of ECW each and every week in Universe Mode, a Universe Mode week. And well, if you guys watched the most recent episode of ECW, I won't spoil what happened, but we had the rubber match between Finn Balor and Shawn Michaels in an ECW ring. That's right. And they went toe-to-toe in an Extreme Rules matchup. And there was an interesting man in attendance. And that man you're going to be seeing coming out in just a little bit. And he's going to be teaming up with Shawn Michaels in a bit of a reunion of sorts. And we still don't know. I'll get into it when he comes out. I won't spoil the surprise here. But, you know, there's been a lot of talks. Are we going to get this Bullet Club reunion in WWE? You got leaders AJ Styles, you got the founder Finn Balor. Who knows who else might be joining up with this particular group, if there is one forming here. And there's going to be a lot of new opportunities because according to Kevin Owens, who is the boss, the owner of WWE, at the end of Stadium Stampede, 8 folks are going to be gone. That's going to be it. Retribution Judgment Day done. And that's going to open up a lot of roster opportunities and, you know, maybe filled by a Bullet Club or something like that. We will have to see and find out. But Finn Balor and AJ Styles on one side. Coming up at Armageddon, it's a dream match. It's going to be Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels versus AJ Styles. And there you see the man that's going to be teaming up with Shawn Michaels. That's right. It's Diesel, the dudes with attitudes, the real dudes with attitudes. Now, the last couple of months in Universe Mode, it's been Diesel and Dolph Ziggler. They've been calling themselves the dudes with attitude, but Diesel showed up to ECW on Patreon, and he was in attendance for the street fight, and we didn't know what the purpose was that he was here, and looks like Bullet Club wants to get a little jump start here on this matchup, as AJ coming right after Diesel. And here comes Shawn Michaels, and we are underway. This one getting explosive as the rivalry. Balor and Shawn Michaels, they're going to continue their feud. And Diesel, AJ Styles, certainly a lot of familiarity between those two dating back to their time in TNA Wrestling. They were involved multiple times with each other. But yeah, Diesel showing up on ECW, and I'm gonna try to turn this down a little bit, the background, but he showed up on ECW, and yeah, here we go. We got Michaels and Diesel, and we don't know what this relationship is. Obviously, it was Diesel and Dolph Ziggler on the other side of his feud with Shawn Michaels here for a number of months, and you know, we have not seen Dolph Ziggler. AJ just barely kicked out. We have not seen Dolph Ziggler since he was defeated by the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series. So we don't know the status of a Dolph Ziggler. And I guess Diesel, maybe, I don't know, maybe this is telling, like, hey, I can't wait around for Dolph forever. I got to move on with my career, and interesting to see and Sean teaming up here to kick off this episode of Monday Night Raw. This is also the matchup, a huge matchup on Monday Night Raw. The Undisputed Championship on the line. Mustafa Ali and Edge, they went toe-to-toe in historic fashion, back-to-back Hell in a Cell matches, main eventing back-to-back pay-per-views for the Intercontinental Championship and the Undisputed Championship. Tonight, because of the victory, the TLC victory last week on Monday Night Raw, earning Mustafa Ali the Undisputed Championship match, and that will be your main event tonight. Edge, Mustafa Ali for the Undisputed Championship. We also have, of course, Retribution and the Judgment Day. They're going to go at it in a 6-man Extreme Rules matchup. We got Charlotte Flair and Bayley continuing their rivalry. Yeah, they matched up again. Bayley, she wants that victory before the big tag match coming up at Armageddon. So, stacked show, loaded show. We also got Cesaro in action. He's looking for his first. Wait a minute, Shawn Michaels got the pin, and he is going to defeat Finn Balor. So Michaels continuing right now to have Finn Balor's number, and the Heartbreak Kid, Diesel get the win. Dudes with attitudes. And, well, there you have it. It's a victory. And early on, Balor nearly snuck up and got the small package roll up. There it is. There was a super kick. One more time. Boom. Hits Balor between the eyes. AJ Styles tied up on the outside of the ring. And, well, we've talked about this Bullet Club reunion. Is it going to get off the ground? We've seen them struggle to get momentum going. Another loss here, but Shawn Michaels heads into Armageddon. Michaels versus AJ Styles, the dream match in Armageddon. Cesaro in... Wait a minute, what do we got next? Cesaro was set for a match with Jordan Devlin. Oh, look at this. Well, he was set for a match with Devlin, but it looks like that Shelton Benjamin is going to take his spot. And we're going to get this one more time. Now, these two scheduled for a matchup at Armageddon coming up. Oh, my God. Look at this. Cesaro, referee knocked out of the way. Are we even going to get this one? Referee calling the bell. Is it official? Yes, these two set to go toe-to-toe at Armageddon. Referee getting... I don't know if this is official. Referee's bailing out here. These two set to go toe-to-toe at Armageddon. Cesaro has had 2 victories over Shelton Benjamin, wiped out because the referee didn't see his foot on the rope. This has happened in back-to-back matches. They're going to have a third coming up at the pay-per-view. And Shelton Benjamin, obviously tired of hearing the noise from Cesaro. And they're duking it out again. I don't know if this is an official matchup or not because the referee has bailed out. We saw the bell ring. Scheduled to be Jordan Devlin and Cesaro. Now, I don't know, we got security coming in. What's happening in this? No, that is it. It has been called off and broken up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is wild in universe mode. It is going down in universe mode. Armageddon coming up. Cesaro versus Shelton Benjamin. My God. An absolutely wild episode of Monday Night Raw so far that we have seen, and it's going to get even crazier. We still have the main event to come, Undisputed Championship on the line, heading into Armageddon. Not only is the face of WWE, the landscape of WWE going to change forever at Armageddon. It already changed once at Survivor Series. We got a new boss. It's going to change again at Armageddon, but now we have our main event, which is going to be coming up. For you guys watching on Twitch or on Patreon, stay where you are because it's coming up in just a couple of moments. For those of you watching on YouTube, that match is going to be coming up tomorrow, which is in part 2, as well as Bayley versus Charlotte. And that might also, I mean, you just saw what happened between Cesaro and Shelton Benjamin. We're kind of at that point with Bayley and Charlotte and Sasha Banks and Shayna Baszler. It can get even more chaotic. So part 1 main event here that you guys are about to see It is going to be a 6-man Extreme Rules matchup. Just another taste of what you guys are going to be getting at Stadium Stampede. First time ever in WWE history, Stadium Stampede. You don't want to miss it. And what you guys can do is you can help support the channel by following along at Twitch, subscribing on YouTube, and hitting thumbs up on this video. Follow us on Twitter, as well as check out Patreon, because 3 of the matches from the Armageddon card are going to go up on Patreon as part of our Sunday Night Heat kickoff show. So if you want to get the full card, sign up at Patreon, help support the channel. We also have Streamlabs and Ko-Fi as well, where you guys can get a little name recognition. Streamlabs, put your name up on the screen like these Patreon supporters, and Ko-Fi just if you want to do a general help of the channel, because we got a lot of new games coming out on the horizon. We were talking about that a little bit off the YouTube stream, that we got big stuff coming up, big games coming, and if you know we want to get that new stuff and get to that next level, we can do that with your guys' support. So we appreciate that. Here's members of Retribution, Machine and Slapjack, and they are about to be led out by the Intercontinental Champion Kane, who is going to be pulling double duty with Robert Roode, as there will be an Intercontinental Championship match taking place at at Armageddon, which will take place before Stadium Stampede. So, Big Red Machine coming out. And, oh, look at this. Wait a minute now. Kane. He's gone without the mask. He is glowing. What has happened to Kane? Kane, I guess, feeling like he needed to revert to what many people call his darkest form. I mean, it was when Kane was unmasked, that he did some of his most brutal damage in WWE history. Tombstoning Linda McMahon on the ramp. Setting Jim Ross on fire. The wars he had with Shane McMahon. Kane going into this one with Judgment Day and Robert Roode. Go into this dark form. My God, you guys. Here we go. Kane, Retribution, Judgment Day. This is anything goes in this contest. And still to come, you do not want to miss it. You want to get subscribed. You want to get signed up. Patreon, YouTube, Twitch. You don't want to miss a second of the action, because what could be the very last time these two go to battle in what's been a classic rivalry here in the history of WWE. Edge, Mustafa Ali, Undisputed Championship on the line. A match that I hate that Kevin Owens even had to sanction, but that was part of the agreement. It was for championship opportunity. It was TLC, and it was won by Retribution last week. And Kane, the brutal Big Red Machine, with the Singapore Cane. Oh! Seth Rollins, the rolling elbow to the back of the head of the Big Red Machine. And speaking of machine, you got the machine of Retribution, rolling out to the floor here. Rey Mysterio and Damian Priest, they're chasing Slapjack around. Slapjack wants no part of this. He's like, get out of here. Thank God we didn't have. We were that close. I mean, Slapjack, he could have been the boss of WWE. Could have been Slapjack. We still have a full week of action coming your way this week. Of course, the KO show, as well as SmackDown. And ECW, which is exclusive to our Patreon page. It's a great way to help support the channel and get a little bit of bonus action as well. And we got a big one on ECW this week. It's going to be a kind of similar to this a little bit, because it is going to be ECW style. It's going to be a 6-man tag team battle, but a triangle match, a 3-way dance tag team style between the competitors that are going to be in the ECW championship match at Armageddon. It's official triple threat match at Armageddon. You guys are going to get CM Punk defending his title against Kofi Kingston and Braun Breaker in a three-way dance. Well, before those three go to battle at Armageddon for the ECW Championship, it is going to be a three-way dance tag team matchup on ECW where Kofi Kingston, CM Punk, and Braun Breaker are going to get to choose partners to go to battle. I think we can all assume what Kofi Kingston's partner is going to be, right? I think that one has got to be a lock. We're hearing Braun Breaker, you know, obviously comes from a very famous family, a Hall of Fame family. Might be possibly calling in some favors with some of that Hall of Fame family. I don't know. That's what we've been hearing. And who is CM Punk going to get? I mean, he obviously a Paul Heyman guy. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. I feel like he's kind of burned his bridges with Kevin Owens. So who knows? But right now, the Extreme Rules match rolls on here between Judgment Day and Retribution. Seth Rollins got Machine rocked right now. He's going to town on Machine. Got Slapjack and Rey Mysterio on the outside of the ring. A couple of the high flyers here. And oh my God, Kane right in front of us with the announce table. Machine, I think, has been busted open. Oh, Kane just sending Damian Priest across. Look at Rollins. Phoenix Splash. The Hayabusa or Nathan Frazier. There's the knee drop by Rollins. Should we bring Hayabusa into universe mode? I've had him in my WCW, ECW universe mode that we did for a couple months. Oh, Kane. Right into the steel steps. Rollins sandwiched into the corner. And here comes Machine, dropping the elbow onto Rollins. And for Seth Rollins, what a miraculous recovery he has made from that fire attack that he suffered at the hands of Retribution. However, he might be taking the loss, giving Retribution some big momentum. Oh, and it's going to be a kick out by Rollins. Machine hammering away at Seth Rollins. Kane's like, you know, if I can't put him through the announce table, I'll just set my own table up. Rey Mysterio heads back in. Kane going to the top. Oh, he thought better of it. Machine, we've got a couple of 2-on-1s right now. Look at Rey Mysterio, Rollins. Now the table's coming in the ring. Yeah, say, Rey, go ahead and come down off the top turnbuckle while you had the shot at it. And Kane clubbing, well, I would say he was able to absorb it from the time being, but Kane with that blow to Rollins, and now, well, he's in a bad spot. You got two monsters, the Machine and the Big Red Machine, taking you to task. Kane, oh, just holding Rollins as Machine gives him a shot right into the back. Throws Rollins, trying to throw him into the table here. Kane's got him. Kane, oh, well, Machine. Kane says, you know what? I'll let you deal with that in the ring, because Machine's being a little overzealous right now. We'll see what happens here. Machine is loading up. This might be an overhead belly to belly onto Seth Rollins. Damian Priest. Oh, we got more blood. I think that was Slapjack. Kind of hard to tell. You got the red mask on here. And into the steel steps. There's your cover on Rollins. And there's the victory. Retribution gets the win over the Judgment Day. Picking up momentum heading into Armageddon. Possibly picking up momentum heading into our main event here tonight between Edge and Mustafa Ali. Well, Kane didn't get to put anyone through a table. He was looking, but Robert Roode, I guess he got to deal with the most evil, the most twisted form of Kane coming up at Armageddon, not only in the Intercontinental Championship match, but also in Stadium Stampede. So Retribution wins. Ali, Edge, main event still to come for the Undisputed Championship in Part 2. But you don't want to miss Part 2. It is coming up here on TV Sports 27. Charlotte Flair, Bayley. This rivalry continuing on. It's going to be a tag team matchup at Armageddon. Charlotte Flair teaming up with the WWE Women's Champion Shayna Baszler to take on the Hug and Boss Connection, Bayley and Sasha Banks. You don't want to miss all the action coming up in Part 2, Monday Night Raw, TV Sports 27.